Welcome to the ring where we crush your dreams. Champions rise, bloodied and torn.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to FCC Fight Club for the main event of the evening. This is an IBF Asia Heavyweight Championship title with a weight limit of 103 plus pounds. Fought over 10 by 3-minute rounds, ladies and gentlemen. Out of the blue corner tonight, where he weighed in at 99 kilos. Stands 178 centimeters in height, 32 years of age. He comes from Nakhon Ratchasima in Thailand. He's trained at Pitch Indie Boxing Promotions. With fight record of 27 fights, 22 wins, 5 losses, 19 wins by way of KO. He is Singthong Kai Pracha, also Nattapon Plangpimai.
Blood in the air, can you taste the rage?
His opponent in this IBF Asia Heavyweight Championship title, fighting out of the red corner, weighed in at 102 kilos, 185 centimeters in height, 47 years of age. Fighting from Italy but trained here in Pattaya, Thailand. From Murano in Veneto in Italy. Trained here by Ryan Williams at FCC Fight. With a fight record, 11 fights, 11 wins, 10 wins by way of KO. Ladies and gentlemen, he holds the following mass: WBA Asia Heavyweight title, WBC Asia Continental Bridgerweight title, ABF Heavyweight title, PAT Heavyweight title, the WBC Asia Silver Bridgerweight title, the UBA Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship, the WBO Oriental Heavyweight Championship. He is the Hammer, Alessio Bisutti! This fight, ladies and gentlemen, is sanctioned by the International Boxing Federation under the supervision of Mr. Yasukashi from Japan. Your referee for this event is Mr. Surat Soy Karachang. Your judges, Mr. Sanong Omin, Mr. Chadashi Sirat, Mr. Kransak Thongthing. Your timekeeper, Madam Pakapon Songmani. Your doctors, Dr. Srikim. Ladies and gentlemen, this is title time. Let's see some leather, boys.
And this is the main event of the evening, the IBF Asia Heavyweight title fight. Italy taking on Thailand. Alessio Bisutti, aka the Hammer, in the red shorts with the blue trim, with a record of 11 wins, 0 losses, 0 draws. Taking on Nattapon Plangpimai from Thailand with an impressive record of 22 wins, 5 losses, and 0 draws. So once again, the IBF Asia Heavyweight title fight scheduled for 10 3-minute rounds. Round 1 underway. Alessio in the red, Nattapon in the black. So thank you everyone for making it this far. Happy New Year, and what a way to start off the new year with this many title fights. But right now, we have the main event of the evening. Alessio Bisutti, someone I have seen fight several times. He gets better in every fight he's ever had. He's constantly improving. And he lands a big jab, but his opponent is beckoning him on. And that is not something you want to do against the Hammer. He has got the name the Hammer for a reason. He puts you away like a nail. Right hand to the body landed by Nattapon. And I think this is the tactic we see a lot of fighters go for. They try to bait Alessio into a wall. They try to bait him into a slugfest. And I think that's the best thing that Nattapon can try and do. Otherwise, Alessio is just going to outbox him as well with that jab with the right hand. Referee quick to break them up once again. Jab with the right hand there by Alessio. Gets his man into the corner. Does not take the bit. Does not push forward. Takes his time. Big clubbing right hand there landed by Nattapon. Another clubbing right hand by Nattapon. Swing and a miss by both fighters. Into the corner they go. Alessio Bisutti starts coming down. And this is exactly what he does. His opponents always taunt him. We see this in so many fights. And I think it's one of those situations where the opponent is trying to pretend that they feel better than they actually do. The natural response to danger is fear, and fear is connected to excitement, which is why these fighters start to smile and start to laugh when they get hit. They're trying to prove that they're not hurt, but they definitely are. The referee telling him not to talk. But I like it when fighters talk. You've got to have some drama in the ring sometimes, as long as it's not offensive. Less than a minute to go of round number 1 for this main event. And to me, Alessio is doing exactly what he needs to do. Not falling for the tricks. Staying behind the game plan. Double jab with the right hand. The head goes flying back for Nattapon. Clubbing right hand once again by Nattapon. Right hand to the body. Right hand upstairs. I'd like to see Alessio start parrying these shots. Knocking the shot down, then coming alive with the right hands. Big right hand upstairs landed by Alessio. And he's now going to town to the body and to the head. And this is the thing what Alessio's used to do in his earlier fights. He would start to punch himself out early, but now he starts to take his time. He doesn't just press forward because he has his opponent in a situation where he wants him. And that is the end of round number 1, and it's still all smiles, even with a little bit of the trash talking going on. Here we see the action replay. There was the clubbing right hand by Nattapon, and then Alessio, when he got his man in the corner, really just came alive, showing everyone why he is called the Hammer. And there it is again, the clubbing right hand missing the target, and Alessio doing everything he can to put Nattapon away.
Time for fear. Feel the pain yet no one's near. Eyes locked, rage ferocious fire. Inspired only by desire.
So we are just moments away from the second round. IBF Asia Heavyweight title fight. Alessio Bisutti from Italy in the red. Nattapon Plangpimai from Thailand in the black. Round number 2 underway. Scheduled for 10 3-minute rounds. Italy against Thailand. Interesting first round. You got to get the first round to the Hammer. More active, coming forward, landing the cleaner shots. There was moments where Nattapon was trying to beckon him on, trying to get him to fall forward, and Alessio did not take the bait. And this is the great thing about Alessio. He improves in every fight we've seen him in. He doesn't just push forward for the sake of it. He's now more calculated with his output. He knows he doesn't have to take every opportunity that's in front of him. He can really time his onslaught when he wants to. Remember, timing beats speed and power every time. Big clubbing right hands here being landed by Nattapon. And Nattapon getting these clubbing shots right through. Alessio being told not to pull down, but I'd like to say that Nattapon is going down with his head in. Jab to the body, right hand. Nattapon with the classic jab to the body, followed up by the clubbing right hand over. The classic trap in boxing, but Alessio Bisutti just clubbing his way now, starting to land these hooks. The signature hooks from Alessio, just as soon as he gets his opponent in a situation into a stalemate, he starts to fire these big shots to the body and head. Big jab, it's followed up by a right hand upstairs, misses the target. Central ring for both of these fighters, halfway through now, round number 2 already. Jabs for Nattapon getting through. Big clubbing right uppercut to the midsection there, landed by Alessio. In the clinch they go. And you can see the vice grip being used by Nattapon. Really a move you would see in Muay Thai rather than in Western boxing here. Left hook followed up by the right hook for both of these fighters. Alessio being told not to pull down on the head of his opponent. We often see this very often with heavyweight fighters as well. They tend to pull down on the back of their opponent's heads. Jab with the right hand upstairs once again. And you can see right now Alessio doing everything he can to try and stop this younger Nattapon in his tracks. But to me, Nattapon doesn't really have a game plan other than trying to just land that overhand right. All Alessio has to do is step forward or even step back out of range and then counter Nattapon. As soon as he throws the overhand right, he's usually off balance, and that's when he's available for the counter. Big right hands to the body, big right hands upstairs as well. Nattapon starting to fire right back. Both fighters in the clinch. The referee quick to break them up. Final moments of this round. A big left hook to the body. Right hook upstairs. Alessio does not take any time off in the final seconds. And that is the end of round number 2. It looks like we're going into a third. See that big right hand just misses the target. Both fighters swinging for the fences, but here you see Alessio, as soon as he gets his opponent in the corner, just really starts teeing off as much as he can. I like to see Alessio go back to using the jab as well. Really fake his opponent, use the jab and then start clubbing with the left and right.
Punches fly, no time for fear. Feel the pain, yet no one's near. Eyes locked, rage ferocious fire. Inspired only by desire. Champions rise, blade and sword.
Seconds out.
And here we are, folks. IBF Asia Heavyweight title on the line. Italy takes on Thailand. Alessio in the red shorts. Nattapon in the black. Clubbing right hand upstairs to start the action. Quick break by the referee. Big right hand downstairs by Nattapon. Nattapon doing everything he can, but he's now using a Muay Thai style guard. You cannot use a face guard on this, and Nattapon definitely using that Muay Thai style. We saw the vice grip early. We saw the face guard. He's got to be very careful. It's an illegal move in boxing. Big lefts and rights being landed here by Nattapon. Big swinging left and rights here being landed. Nattapon really pushing back Alessio now. Big right hand downstairs into the clinch. Right hand upstairs. The chins are being tested of both of these fighters so far. Right hand downstairs. Alessio comes upstairs with the clubbing rights and lefts to the body and the head. Nattapon keeps going for the same tactic. Left hand downstairs. Chopping sledgehammer upstairs. I like to see Alessio get behind that jab again. Keep pumping that jab out. When Alessio gets his jab going with a straight right, he does very well with it. Right hand to the body, right hand to the head. Left hand to the body there, landed by Nattapon. And Alessio starting to step back now as well. Lands a nice right hand upstairs as well. Right hand clipping Nattapon as well. Another right hand gets through. And again, Nattapon using the illegal moves of Muay Thai. And this is the situation where it's a Muay Thai clinch, not a Western boxing clinch. Nattapon's going to be very careful. I think the referee could really give him a warning for this and then take a point if he continues to do it. Big right hand upstairs, left hand followed up by a right. Head movement by Nattapon. Alessio needs to start going to the body. Like we've said before, the head will keep moving, but the body tends to be stationary. Jab through the guard there by Nattapon. Jab once again by Nattapon. Big right hand for both of these fighters. And you can hear the corner of Alessio shouting, use your jab, use the 1-2. And I think it's exactly the move that he needs to use. Straight down the middle. The fastest way to a point is down the middle in a straight line. Forget the hooks. Just go to the straight punches while you can. Uppercuts to the midsection. Uppercuts upstairs. Clubbing again. Both fighters clubbing each other while they can. End of round number 3. Here we see some of the action replay. There's that moment which Alessio does best. When he gets you in the corner, when he gets you against the ropes, he just starts teeing off on you. He starts clubbing you to the chest, to the body.
Feel the pain, yet no one's near. Eyes locked, rage ferocious fire. Inspired only by desire. Champions rise, blade and sword.
Seconds out. Round 4.
Round number 4 of this IBF Asia Heavyweight title fight. Thank you everyone for joining us here for the New Year event. Happy New Year 2025. Starting off with this absolute banger of an event. Alessio Bisutti in the red, Nattapon in the black. Italy taking on Thailand. Big left hooks to the right hooks downstairs as well. Good head movement there by Nattapon, doing everything he can to evade every big shot that Alessio was throwing at him. And you've got to be curious what the corner's advice has been for both of these fighters. I would assume for Alessio it's been stick to the 1-2, go with the straight punches, go down the middle with the jab and the right hand. Referee quick to tell them about the holding. Big right hand upstairs by Nattapon, returns by Alessio with a big right hand too. Alessio starts putting these shots together. And we've seen this happen with Alessio before. The 4th round and the 5th round is usually when he starts to finish his opponents. As long as his opponents start to wear out, Alessio, whoever has the better gas tank, ends to win these exchanges. And the right hands from Nattapon are starting to lose their momentum, starting to lose steam a little bit. And I think Alessio knows he can weather some of these big shots now. But he's really got to give something back because these shots are still scoring. Big uppercut landed by Nattapon. And he goes through the canvas. Is the referee going to call it a knockdown or a slip? And interestingly, the ref calls it a knockdown. But I don't think it was a clean knockdown. I think it was just one of those stumble situations. Alessio seems absolutely fine, but he's just got to accept that that was called a knockdown. And that's the interesting thing of boxing sometimes. You're relying on the referee to see something that didn't actually happen. But back into the action they go. Clubbing left hook with a right hand. Right hand upstairs by Nattapon. Right hand to the body. Nattapon trying to shake his face at Alessio. Jab's being thrown out here. Clubbing right hand once again. And you can see Nattapon went for the vice grip once again. So definitely an instinctual clinch for him, but not the boxing Western clinch. Referee giving him that warning to keep his head up. Final moments of round number 4. Left hook upstairs. Both fighters giving it everything they've got. And that is the end of round number 4. Dramatic round. We saw our first knockdown of the fight. Hopefully the action replay gets the knockdown. Maybe we can see it in a little bit more of a cleaner angle. So we see both fighters just teeing off on one another. This is where Alessio had him in the corner, really going to the body. We didn't get to see an angle of that knockdown.
Round 5.
Round number 5, so we're halfway through this title fight. Alessio in the red, Nattapon in the black. Fast start by Nattapon. Big right hand downstairs by Nattapon. Once again, left hook upstairs to follow. And this is where Alessio does really well, but you can't push your opponent. Nattapon being warned once again. Lefts and hooks and rights and lefts. Everything being thrown at these. A great left hook landed clean by Alessio. And you can see the jabs of Nattapon, but Alessio needs to get behind that jab once again. And this is where Alessio does well, gets that jab going. Big right hand upstairs by Nattapon once again. Right uppercut gets through for Alessio. The crowd go wild. Swing and a miss by Alessio. Right hand downstairs once again by Nattapon. Another right hand downstairs. Cracks him upstairs as well. Lefts and rights being thrown from everywhere from Nattapon. But Alessio does not look fazed by it. Alessio definitely still in this fight. Jab with the right hand, charges in. Back in central ring they go, halfway through round number 5 already. We're officially at the halfway point of this fight. And you tend to see this in the heavyweights as well. They start to get more tired, they start to lean on each other, they start to clinch more. They take their breath, they get their energy back, and then they come alive. A big right hand. The referee calls it a slip. Back into the action they go. And you can see Nattapon believes it might have been a knockdown. He's starting to come alive here. But now Alessio starts firing back as well. This has been a back and forth rock'em sock'em robot so far. Both fighters trying to put each other down. Less than a minute to go of round number 5. And you can hear the corner yelling at Alessio to just keep jabbing. Keep using the jab. I'm not sure why Nattapon won't take the apology. Nattapon's been using a lot of illegal moves in this fight so far with the clinch. Big left hand. And the sweat goes flying into the crowd. Nattapon just landed a huge right hand and knocking Alessio off balance into the ropes. And he goes downstairs and upstairs right now. But you can see Alessio still looks very comfortable in the heat of the battle. Final moments of round number 5. And this is usually a battle of the balance as well. Who can stay on their feet when they're more tired than the other person? Great round for both of these fighters. Right hand downstairs there by Nattapon, followed up by that right hand upstairs. And that was that move that the crowd went wild for. It was a clean right hand. He did everything he could to put Alessio away, but Alessio weathered the storm, stayed on his feet. And the reality is, Alessio didn't look that phased. He got hit with a huge shot, but stayed on his feet.
Seconds out.
And here we are, officially past the halfway point. Round number 6. Alessio Bisutti in the red. Nattapon Plangpimai in the black. Thailand takes on Italy for this IBF Asia Heavyweight title fight. Big jab to the right hand there by Nattapon once again. It's his favorite combination. Jab downstairs, followed up by the right hand upstairs. Right hand downstairs, landed by Alessio. Jab to the right hand, and he goes straight through the ropes. What a combination. Sends the man through the ropes, out of the ring. The technology seems fine. We're back into the action. The crowd go wild. But this is what happens in heavyweight boxing very often as well. Two very, very heavy people in a situation where you could definitely fall out of the ring. And big clubbing right hands here being landed by Alessio. The sweat flying into the technology area. Big right hand by Nattapon. Both fighters giving it everything they've got. This is what you want in a heavyweight title fight. Two fighters laying it on the line, trying to put each other away. Neither want to leave it to the judges' scorecards. Double jab followed up by a right hand. Alessio swings upstairs, misses the target. And you can hear his corner shouting at Alessio to get the jab going. Right hand by Nattapon. Big right hand upstairs by Nattapon. And both fighters once again starting to tee off on each other. Great uppercut gets through. Right uppercut, the crowd are going wild. Nattapon hanging on for dear life. He got cracked with a huge, huge shot. Right uppercut gets through for Nattapon. Swing and a miss by both fighters once again. Both fighters absolutely exhausted. Both fighters laying everything they can on the line. We still may have 3 more rounds of action to go. Big left hook to the right hand there. Round number 6 still underway. Left hook to the right hand there, landed, gets underneath the right hand. Great move by Nattapon. Lands a combination, gets underneath the shot. Right hook to the body by Alessio. Nattapon eats a left hook upstairs, throws one back of his own. Final 10 seconds of round number 6. Left hook to right hand there. Left hook to right hand once again. And it looks like we're going into a 7th round. Here we see with these action replays, lots of just clubbing action from both of these fighters. Neither wanting to throw a straight punch, both just wanting to hook and uppercut as much as they can. We even had a situation where Nattapon nearly fell out of the ring.
Seconds up.
And that is the bell for round number 7. IBF Asia Heavyweight title fight. Italy taking on Thailand. Alessio in the red, Nattapon in the black. 1-2 there landed by Nattapon. Nattapon comes forward very quickly in the opening seconds of this round. Nice jab there landed by Alessio. The best jab he should be throwing. And that's the jab that his corner keeps yelling at him to throw. Good jab to the right hand there. And this is where Alessio usually does well. Alessio does well when he backs his opponent up with a jab and then starts sending the rights to the body into the head. Overloading their opponents with too much damage. And they tend to take a knee. And that's what Alessio needs to do. Just overwhelm his opponent. Put him into a situation. The referee might take a point if he does it one more time. Hitting his opponent with the backhand. Those wondering, you can't hit on the backhand in boxing like that. Less than 2 minutes to go of round number 7. Alessio's got him in the corner. It looks like that's where he wants him, but I think Nattapon is very comfortable in the corner as well. Back foot fighting for Nattapon's doing well for him right now, evading the damage so far. I like to see Alessio just jab and then just dig that right hand to the chest, just straight down the middle to the chest. Halfway through round number 7 already. Great title fight we're witnessing for this New Year stream. Happy New Year 2025. We see a lot of complaining from Nattapon. But, you know, don't throw stones. If you live in a glass house, I think Nattapon has had his fair share of dirty moves in this fight so far. Big swings and misses for both fighters in the corner. Alessio finally got Nattapon where he wants him. Hits him with a big left hand, hits him with a big right hand. And that momentum is exactly what Alessio needed. He needed momentum to keep this fight going. Right hand downstairs, now clips, he got his man in the corner. And this is what Alessio does best. He just starts to tee off on his opponent. Left and right being landed. Nattapon's starting to use head movement now. Nattapon with a big right hand and the left hand upstairs. Comes back with a combination of his own. Starting to put these combinations together. Alessio taking a lot of shots. Refuses to go down. And the referee steps in. An interesting moment, the referee steps in, and that fight was being very close to stopped.
This is war.
Talk about saved by the bell situation. Alessio was so close to going down. In fact, the referee could have almost given a count there, because if the ropes hold somebody up, you can actually give a count because it's considered a knockdown if the ropes were holding that person up. We saw it in the Tyson Fury against Alexander Usyk fight, where Tyson Fury wobbled to the corner, nearly fell down, but the ropes held him up to the referee. It isn't a standing out necessarily. You can still call it a knockdown. So I think Alessio got very lucky there not to get that considered a knockdown. But that's the thing about Alessio, you've got to really hit him hard to put him down. Nattapon,
Seconds out.
must have a bunch of confidence now going into this next round. We need to see how well has Alessio recovered from this.
Round 8.
Round number 8. Alessio in the red, Nattapon in the black. Great jab down the middle by Alessio. For a man who looked like he was nearly out on his feet, it looks like he's recovered pretty well. Big right hands being exchanged by both of these fighters. Big left hook upstairs. Left hook once again by Nattapon. And I think Nattapon is waiting for that one peach of a punch. And as soon as he connects, he starts to just really go for it. And here it is once again. Nattapon starting to come alive with big, big shots. And Nattapon keeps smothering himself in situations where he should just be stepping back. Alessio firing right back with big right hands as well. Great exchanges. Great right hand here being landed by Alessio. Both fighters exchanging huge shots on one another. And the ropes are being tested for this heavyweight fight. Two very heavy men leaning on these ropes. Nattapon coming alive once again, firing everything he's possibly got. And he must be thinking, what do I have to do to put Alessio the Hammer away? Alessio looks like he's recovered so well after that previous round as well. A great testament to this man. Nattapon is doing a great job as well to stand on his own 2 feet and really just stand his ground in this fight as well. Both fighters have taken huge shots in this fight. And this is what you expect from heavyweight title fights. Two fighters laying it all on the line, trying to put each other away. Jab sends Nattapon back into the corner. Big clubbing right hand upstairs by Alessio. Right hand's getting through. Big right hand's getting through once again. Final minute of round number 8. What a fight, what a round. Great jab down the middle by Alessio. I'd love to see Alessio just keep that jab going and send that right hand upstairs. Nattapon doing what he needs to do, swinging big shots upstairs, and as soon as he connects, he puts the pressure on. Nattapon's timing has been pretty good in this fight. As soon as he gets the timing down, a big right hand there lands. Nattapon still on his feet. Takes it well. Jab with the right hand once again. Swing and a miss upstairs. Nattapon returns with a right hand of his own. Alessio having a great moment in the eighth round. We scheduled for 10. Big right hand once again, clubbing the right hand. And that is the final seconds of round number 8. And it looks like we're going into a 9th. Both fighters almost wobbling back to their corners, absolutely exhausted. You can see in these replays, both fighters giving it everything they've possibly got. Neither fighter gonna give up. Neither fighter gonna lay down.
Seconds out. Round 9.
Round number 9. I mean, after what we've just witnessed, who knew we would be in a 9th round right now? It's now a case of who can weather the storm, who can make it to the 10th round. I think it's all to play for right now. We could have an even fight at this point. Jabs getting through for both fighters right now. Big clubbing right hand there, landed by Nattapon. Great shots being landed here by Alessio. Jabs followed up by the right hand. There's jabs down the middle, working really well for him. Big right hand as well, not caught by the camera. Big right hands now, he's starting to go to town. Big lefts and rights being landed. And that's where Alessio really had his chance there to put his opponent away. Big lefts and rights coming through right now. Nattapon returning with some of his own as well. Both fighters doing everything they can to put each other away. I mean, they're giving the audience their money's worth. What a fight, and he nearly falls right back once again. A right hook gets through, a left and a right, his head knocks right back. How is this man standing after eating so many big shots to the head? Alessio doing everything he can to put this man away. Lefts and rights and lefts and rights. And it looks like he's out on his feet. What is going on here? He's not defending himself. The referee moves him apart. I'm not sure why the referee would move him apart. There was no clinch going on. The referee should have either started to do something to wave it off, or you can't move the fighters away from the corner. Alessio was winning that battle in the corner. There was no clinch going on. I'm confused with why the referee moved them along. Clubbing right hand once again. Both fighters just looking at each other and giving it everything they've got. Like when George Foreman fought Michael Mora. Neither fighter was really throwing much of a jab. It was just who can knock each other out with a big shot. Hit to the back of the head. Off balance. The referee doesn't call it. And this is what you see in heavyweight boxing. Two fighters absolutely exhausted. Every shot counts at this stage. 30 seconds to go of round number 9. It is really a case of who wants it more now. Who can weather the biggest storm? Alessio giving everything he's got, swinging everything he's possibly got at his opponent. 10 seconds of round number 9. Great right hand gets through. Left hand upstairs. What a round. I'm not really sure why the referee moved him from that corner. That's something I would like to understand a little bit more. Maybe someone can let me know, but to me, there was still space between the two fighters. Alessio was having his best moment of that round and possibly the fight. And then the referee decided to move him away from the corner.
Feel the rise as the sound ascends.
Here we have it, the 10th and final round of this IBF Asia Heavyweight title fight. 10 rounds of action, and we are now in the final round. Italy takes on Thailand. Alessio Bisutti in the red, Nattapon Plangpimai in the black. Big left hand upstairs by Nattapon. This fight has had everything. It's had a fighter nearly fall through the ring. We've had fighters go to the canvas. We've had everything you would expect in a heavyweight title fight. Nattapon almost looks like he feels like he's won this fight. He's on the back foot right now. And here we see that Muay Thai clinch once again by Nattapon, using the face guard once again. Already a minute into this 10th and final round. Double jab there by Alessio. Left hand upstairs. Jab gets through. Right hand downstairs. Referee's definitely had his work cut out for him in this fight. Two very heavy fighters constantly in the clinch. He's got to hope that they just break when he tells them to. Alessio needs to finish this round strong. He needs to do something spectacular in this round. He's got his opponent where he wants him, and the referee is doing it again. Why is the referee bringing him apart once again? I don't understand it. But again, I'm going to find out after this fight. And I think Alessio's being robbed sometimes of these corner situations where he gets his opponent where he wants him, and then the referee just kind of breaks up the momentum ever so slightly. And here we are, both fighters just teeing off on one another. Less than a minute to go. And you can see Alessio still hunting his man down, still going forward, still trying to do everything he possibly can. "40 seconds to go of this IBF Asia Heavyweight title fight. How is it going to end? Where are we going to be?" And we see the sweat flying, the crowd going wild. Every time one of these fighters gets hit and falls against the ring, everybody is panicking that they're about to fall out. Whoever built these ropes definitely need a raise. They're being tested tonight. Left hook by Nattapon, turns into a jab. Another jab as well. Did that wobble Alessio? Possibly, but Alessio fires right back with some big right hands of his own. Both fighters giving it everything they've got in the final moments of round number 10. And here we are, folks. The fight is done. A close fight for sure. We had one knockdown on the scorecard. For me, we should have seen one more, but we're going to go to the official announcement in just a moment. Thank you everyone for being here for this 2025 New Year fight. IBF Asia Heavyweight title fight. Italy took on Thailand. We're going to go to the judges' scorecard in just a moment. What a fight. What an event. Join us at the next one, because we are usually here every few months. Check them out on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, FCC, Pattaya, Thailand. My name is Jimmy. Thanks for joining me for the many hours that we've been together. I will see you at the next one. Sawadee krap.
Set free. This is the place where you wanna be. Lights flash, colors seen in a dream. Join the rhythm, become the theme. Bounce to the beat, let your body set free. This is the place where you wanna be. Lights flash, colors seen in a dream.
Ladies and gentlemen, after that heavyweight war, one of the heavyweight scene has gone to the judges' scorecards. They scored at 94, 95, 95, 94, 94, 95 to a majority, written decision to the blue corner. Ladies and gentlemen, Singthong Kaiprata, Nattapon Plangpimai. Ladies and gentlemen, IBF Asia Heavyweight Champion for the blue corner. Please, a big hand, please, for Alessio the Hammer Bisutti. That was a war and a half. Let's hear it, folks.
They show their cards. I stand tall, they cannot bar. Might of the war relieving scars. Champion rises from the fight. Knock them down under the lights. Glory found with that.
Ladies and gentlemen, did you enjoy that war?